Good morning, beloved. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whenever it is that you are watching the broadcast, hello, 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 hello. It is absolutely wonderful to connect with you to say hi, hello, how are you do? What is happening? What is going on with you? Blessings, 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 and more blessings to you. For those who will be live, yes, 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 let's do the thing. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. For those who will hashtag and replay it, I love it. For those who will be on, I don't know you're on, and I might not never know you on. I could appreciate that. And for those who will be used by Papa at some point down the road to encourage this here girl, let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do. Let's make it do what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. That beat was off. Now I'm a beat girl, but my finger, something was speeding up and my finger was staying the same pace. Oh, that was intriguing. Uh-huh. I don't get off beat too often. Okay. All right, all right, all right. What are we talking about this morning? So we're talking about what feeds our soul this week. That's the focus of our conversation, and then we can address that in lots of different ways by talking about what doesn't feed our soul, by giving examples of what does feed our soul, and all everything else, right? Everything else. Today, I have a reflection. So I spent some time reflecting on a experience that I had in life, right? It was the first time I was having the experience. And it was a rough, oh my God. I shudder to think about that time. It was a rough time. And I this morning was responding to good morning, Virginia from Virginia. So good to see you, my sister. Um, I was responding to a couple of emails related to that experience. And it led me to begin to think about if our soul needs tough times, right? What's the impact of tough times on our soul? That time for me was tough. It was tough. It was foreign. It was what's the word? Reeling. Like it kept me reeling. And I continually had to regain my equilibrium. Like we continually had to regain equilibrium. I had to deal with fear and overwhelm and just challenges time after time after. And it's like the terrain kept changing. Every time I would think I would get right my equilibrium, I would get, in the solid, the terrain would change. And I was like, what in the world? And in my existence, in the way I do life and did life up until that point, I hadn't had that experience because you call it naive, call it sheltered. I mean, I don't live a sheltered life. Come on now. I'm an African American woman who lives in Detroit. um, started under the poverty line. That you don't get to live a sheltered life with that. Okay. Um, and almost 63. So put the numbers together. 60. What was happening 63 years ago? To just put the numbers together. Okay. And so, however, good morning, Ray Price. Thank you for your prayers. Because of the way I had cultivated my life as an adult, I primarily, now, of course, there's spaces where this didn't exist, but in my personal one-to-one, good morning, cousin, all is well. I pray the same for you. In my personal one-to-one, I primarily dealt with people whose yay was yay and their nay was nay. Period. Point blank. You know, nothing with perfection, but the core of their being was solid and and integrous. Okay. Then to find myself kind of on wide scale, well, this is not the case. I'm like, what? Come on, y'all. Now, again, I'm not naive. I know. This was something a little bit deeper. And so this morning I got an opportunity to reflect on those times and who I am now as a result of those times. Ooh, did this sister grow? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Did she gain some muscle she didn't have? You better believe it. Did she get some verbiage that she did she have to show up in ways that just I had never, prior to that, I hadn't had to think whether or not I've had it because I hadn't really had to use it like that. Um, and so after the fact, it's I gained strength. I was fortified. I gained clarity. I gained insight. I gained the knowledge that I'm glad I have, but I'm sad that I had to know that. Sad at that, but I'm glad that I have it because it helps me to function at that level if I need to. Um, I am so grateful. Let me tell you, when I say that my papa loved me, good morning. Hey, Valisa. Hey, my sister. When I say my papa loved me, when I say I love God and God loves me, and I'm so grateful because during that time, I got some supports that were superb. Like when I say I often refer to God as having chess moves. When I say God was like checkmate, boom, because she gonna need that. She's gonna need this. She's gonna need that. And it was just like, um, it was like shock and disbelief and all these things. I think the worst part was bewilderment, like feeling totally unprepared and ill-equipped for it was all of that. And let me tell you, God always got a ram in the bush, always. And if you live the life of knowing that all things really do, like I really do live that life that things are always working, that things are always working out for me, whether I see it working out or not. I know that it is. I know that it has to. It don't mean that it won't be tough. It might be tough. Those were some tough times, okay? It was tough. But my soul is better for the tough experiences. It really is. My soul is better. My growth is expanded. I exponentially, like I had to learn, like they was on the job training, put you on the ground running. I was catapulted into, I was like, what? Wilma, good morning. Hi, Wilma. So good to Wilma, is this your first time? I don't recognize your name. If it is, welcome, welcome. It's so wonderful having you. Um, um, and so hit the ground running, and all is certainly well. All has been well for a while. It's been well. That was a season of testing. Well, I don't know about the testing, but I do know. Yes, invited by Apostle. Oh, wonderful. It's so wonderful to see you. Thank you. Thank you for being here, Wilma. Thank you for being here. And so it was a time, like when I look back now, let me tell you what was at stake for me. My integrity was at stake. Um, and I think integrity covers a lot of it, because I had to make really difficult choices. And the truth of it for me is that they weren't so much difficult because they aligned with who I am at my core, right? So they weren't difficult to make in that way. It would have been hard for me to not make the choices that I made. Like, I wouldn't have, and and the choices to make the choices were hard. Like, it was pushback, all the things. It was just really a rough time. But let me tell you what would have been rougher, beloved. Rougher would have been me yielding on my integrity because of fear, because of people pleasing, or because of those kinds of things, because of, yielding, seeing, like, I don't know. You know how we'll do something because we'll benefit from it? That, whatever that word is, right? All of that would have been rougher, more tough for me, because I had to look at me. I have to sleep with me. I have to walk with me. I have to hear about me. Like, if I were looking back at that time and looking at some correspondences or looking at some whatever, and if I had sold my soul to the devil, y'all know I don't even talk about the devil, but I like saying that. Sold my soul for what? It ain't worth it, beloved. It ain't worth it. Not ever, not never. I'm just saying, it's not never worth it. I love me some me. I do. I'm just saying. let me give me a pom-pom. Okay, go Kathy, go Kathy, go Kathy. Yes. I love me some me. And I'm going to always love me some me. So what that means, in order to do that easily, I have to be integrous. I have to make the choices that align with my soul. And to not do it will cost me more than any other thing that I can gain. I ain't willing. It ain't no price that somebody can give me for me to sell out my soul. So yes, beloved, tough times, it is a soul need. It is a soul need. I'm stronger, so much stronger. I'm wiser. It's a gospel song. I wish I could pull it. I can't. Stronger. I'm wiser. Something. Ooh, I wish I could pull that song right now, but I can't. But I am stronger, and I am wiser, and I have more clarity, and I have a skill set that I didn't have before that venture. You have always been clear in your purpose. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm better. So much better. Who is that? Wilma. What song is that? And who is that? I'm better. So much better. Thank you both. Yes. And so I'm grateful. Like, I am so grateful. When I say I got exactly what. Hey, hey, Charles. Hey, honey. Marvin Sapp. Okay. Better, so much better. Thank you. Thank you. Hey there. So good to see you. Yeah. So to be a person of integrity. Oh, if I didn't have integrity, y'all be with those who know, for those who are a part of the experience, y'all be looking at me in 2026 with a side eye. Like, really? That's the decision that she made. I couldn't take that. Charles, I couldn't take you looking at me like that. Lisa, I couldn't take you looking at me like that. Wilma, I couldn't, for those who I am cousin, I couldn't take Virginia. I couldn't take you looking at me. Ray, I'm like, why would y'all be on here listening to me talk? If I lived in a way that warranted, good morning, Charles, that warranted a side eye, that warranted that. Like, I'm grateful. Grateful. So I'm reflective this morning because I was responding to some emails in there, and it was connected to that time. And I hadn't thought about that time in a long time. Hadn't thought about it. But I'm gonna tell you, it was like I was definitely in an ocean underwater with the waves crashing down, and felt. I need you to hear the word felt like me, myself, and I. Felt like that was never the truth because I was never alone. I was never alone. And I was never without resource and never without support. Never. It felt like. So let me just teach a minute here. Just because it feels like it, beloved, doesn't mean that it is. Because often our feelings can be I can't think of the word, will be an incorrect reflection, an inaccurate reflection of the reality of the thing that's happening, right? Our feelings can misrepresent the reality of the situation. So we got to check in with our feelings. So I was feeling like me, myself, and I. But what I know, what my soul knows, is I'm never alone. I don't have to worry because I'm never alone. He walks beside me. Right? I'm just saying. I think that's Tremaine Hawkins, okay? But I'm so grateful this morning for this girl right here. I like me some her. I rock with her. I love me some her. We do all the things that we want to do the way we want to do. And the universe is blessed because I choose to show up as me. I'm just saying. I don't have no problem patting myself on the back, tooting my own horn, or shaking a pom-pom to my benefit at all. Because you better get on the bandwagon if you struggle with it. Because if you don't, beloved, you dishonor your creation. That's just my truth. If you fail to honor the brilliance, the magnificence, the phenom that is you, and I'm not saying that in a way that because I got all my T's crossed and I's dotted. I do not. There's some blanks and some absences of some lines in some places. And that's some sprinkling here. But I'm gonna tell you, I have some masses that's right on point, all crossed and all dotted. And I believe in maximizing my strengths, not trying to strengthen my weakness. I'm gonna partner with somebody who does well the thing that I don't do well, and am likely not even interested in it. Because if I was interested, I would do it well. I ain't interested. And if I ain't interested, it doesn't get my energy. That doesn't make sense to me. That doesn't make sense. I'm going to strengthen where I am strong, my natural inclinations and gifts, and I'm going to serve well, lavishly from there. Lavishly. And the places that's not mine, I'm going to partner. I'm going to connect. We're going to do the thing that's ours to do. So I'm just saying, I'm in a tremendous reflective mode because of that. We have entered into our last minute. If there's some final comments you want to make, you want to get them in now, because we're going to be closing in just a moment here. I appreciate you all this morning for being on. I'm going to be her in 2026. All right. You already her. You already her, Wilma. Just walk it out. Live it out. Know that it already is. The word that God has given me for 2026 is of course. Of course. I love that about you. Good morning. Happy to. Hey, honey. Hey, I got my nephews on this morning. Cousins, sisters, blessings, friends. I love it. And y'all know I love relationships, right? Relationships is everything to me. Everything. Because who are we without? Now, we don't have to be dependent. That's a whole nother story. But we can have life-giving, amazing relationships where they're reciprocal, healthy, okay? What am I saying? Anyway, I love y'all. I appreciate you. I value you so much. And I will, at the moment that God creator. We do this co-creative dance with him. We agreed, right? At the moment that God gave us our breath, that unique portion of breath, we forfeited the right to not be amazing. You don't have the right to not be amazing. What you mean you not amazing? Who told you that, fib? All right. I will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. I love you.